You're wearing too much makeup, but not in the way you might think. This is not a clean girl makeup video. Now, hear me out. This was literally me yesterday, so don't worry, I'm not trying to push a clean girl makeup aesthetic. What do we do when we look in the mirror and we're about to do our makeup? We sit here, we look at our face, we think, oh, I'm breaking out. There's a zit. There's a zit, there's a zit, there's a scar. My brow is kind of sparse right here. I wish it looked more like the front. Stop doing that. Because then what would I do? I would apply a full coverage foundation all over my skin or a full coverage concealer all over this area. Then I would fill in my entire brow using a brow product just because there's like a centimeter that I'm not happy with. What we're gonna do instead is we're gonna look in the mirror and I'm gonna notice, oh, the skin on my forehead is looking really clear today. Awesome. My dark circles aren't that dark. The front of my brow is looking really nice and full. Then I'm gonna maybe take notice of anything that might be a concern. Second, this is secondary to noticing the things that you like about your face already. So my breakout could use a little attention. I could probably put a little bit of mascara on, and I'm seeing that sparse area in my brow. And I'm not gonna put on too much makeup because I feel like I have to. I'm gonna save time, product, and money by only putting product intentionally where I really need it. For my brow, I'm only gonna put little hair-like strokes exactly where I wish they were. I'm not gonna put any in here. Now don't get me wrong, I like a powder brow, I like a pomade brow, I like a soap brow, I like all different kinds of brows. But I'm not gonna do those brows out of insecurity. I'm gonna do those brows if I'm specifically intentionally going for that aesthetic choice. Next, I'm gonna take some concealer. You can use something medium or full coverage. I'm gonna get super specific with where I'm targeting this. Putting it here. I don't need it here. I'm putting it here, here, here. Really only on the actual spot. I don't need this to look flawless. I want it to look like skin. I blended it out and you can see it's not even fully covered. Gonna do the same on the other side. Just really lightly spot concealing the actual spots. Gonna take a cream blush and just apply it. I always love a blush. This would be something that I kind of use for more of an aesthetic choice rather than because I feel like I need it to look pretty. Gonna take just a little bit of contour and put it on my nose. I'm literally just gonna blend this out with my finger. And then I'm gonna take a powder. This is the One Size Powder Foundation. It could be a powder with lighter coverage, heavier coverage, whatever you feel. And look what happens when I just target that coverage where I feel like I need it. Gonna add a little right here where I would normally kind of conceal under the eye, and if I put a little too much blush. Gonna add just a tiny bit where I didn't put any coverage at all, just so I don't have like the obvious illusion that my forehead has a different finish than the rest of my face. You could also do this with like a translucent powder. And the nice thing about doing this with a powder is that I can do a super sheer layer all over the face and just really gently build it up where I feel like I need it. Gonna fill in a couple of the little freckles that I have. Going to just curl my lashes and apply some mascara. And this is all I feel like I really need, kind of like the bare minimum. I used to never feel pretty without a lash, without a full face on, especially if I was having like a bad skin day. It's just a little bit of a different approach. And the fun thing about this is I could pair this with any eyeliner, eyeshadow look, with any lip, because to me, those are the areas of makeup where you really get to play and evoke different vibes and play with color. Let makeup be about that. Don't let it be about what you don't like about yourself. Sometimes when I'm not feeling good without makeup or I'm just not feeling pretty, I'll kind of do a makeup diet, which is where I force myself to really pare down, focus on skincare, and do my makeup kind of like this. Just to remind myself that I shouldn't be wearing makeup because I feel like I need it. I should be wearing makeup because I want to.